Stranger Things Season 4. Yeah, that's right. We're finally done reviewing this show. And it's pretty great because we're getting ready just in time for the next season. I really like this season a lot more than Season 3. At least that's what I thought on my first viewing of this season. It kind of renewed my love for the show for a little bit when this season came out. Also, and part of it also was Netflix actually gave you more time to actually enjoy the show, where they released part of the season in two parts, and the way this season was structured, like you were really itching for those two parts and to see where things go. However, I still think this season is very flawed, and I noticed it even more rewatching the season. Let's start with what I liked. I think Sean Levy is always a great part of the show and his direction in certain episodes, but he's a great addition to the season, with one of the best episodes being the one with, the iconic song now and moment running up that hill. And just what a great moment in that episode. And yeah, I enjoyed all that. I enjoyed all this stuff with Eleven kind of getting back her groove and really getting into things, and kind of more depth we got with her and Papa's relationship with her. Vecna was a great villain and kind of setting up, this has been our villain the whole time. Eddie was a fun addition to the season and a fun character, even though we probably should have not been introducing so many characters at this point in the show, but I digress. He's only here for this season, and then he's gone, so can't really speak. I guess spoilers, but the season's been out a while. But yeah, I thought that was really great stuff right there. And I think that's about it. See, the problem with this season, well, there's a multitude of problems. First of all the episodes are way too goddamn long. The final episode of this season is 2 hours and 20-something fucking minutes. For an episode of television. What the fuck? An hour, guys. An hour and a half, maybe. If you really need it. But 2 hours? God damn. That might be a sign that you're cramming way too much shit into the season. And every episode is like that. Over an hour long. And, I enjoy most of it, but there are definitely multiple points in these episodes where my interest wanes because the length of the episodes. And also, I think a lot of the length of the episodes boils down to the bullshit that they did with last season with the evil Russians and putting Hopper in Russia. A lot of that is very repeat stuff. Like, they're in there to rescue Hopper. They get there and they rescue him, and then they have to go back into the prison, or at one point he gets out, then he gets thrown right back in. It's like, why are we doing this? And that is also the main problem, is now because of that plot line even happening, all of our characters are separated, so a lot of the season is not characters interacting with each other, it's characters trying to get to other places to interact with each other. Like, Eleven's in this facility, the Mike, Will, and Jonathan and this new pizza dude are now in the desert in California, and they're all trying to get to Hawkins, and then you got characters over here doing this and doing that, and it's just like so fucking crazy. I remember people complaining with this season, be like, wow, there's too many characters, and you're goddamn right there is. And by the end of the season, you're like, why did they not kill some of these off? Jonathan feels useless to the story of the show at this point. Why is he here? And then introducing a friend of his just feels so awkward. Nancy doesn't really do anything in this season. It's like, I can't remember anything these characters do. Like, if you're gonna kill off Jonathan, have Nancy and Steve get together. That seems like you were building towards that anyways, but here we are. Nope, we're doing all this weird shit. And then you got this character and that character, and I don't know, I felt like the writers of the show were afraid to actually take risks with these characters. If you've noticed, every season they introduce a new character and kill them off. and they're a fan favorite character. But why can't you just do that with the main cast at this point? Some of them have outserved their usefulness to the show, and it just feels so like frustrating and elongated. And I just like, if Hopper had actually died, what would have really changed in this season? I don't know, right? But I'm not saying I wanted him as a character to die. I would have chose other characters who've not really done much. But like, God, it just feels so long. So it's a fun season with great moments. I love multiple scenes in this season, but it does feel like, what the fuck were we doing at this point in this show? And, you know, honestly, if I not watched this all in one go, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot less first viewing, because it was released in two parts. It gave us lots of time to get excited and speculate. So I think overall, in my mind, I enjoyed that season a lot more than I did rewatching it, realizing, shit, this is a really fucking flawed season. It's not the worst, but it is something to really notice, because what a mess of a season.